Well, hey there! Hey, remember back in the good old year of 2020? Marvel Comics revealed to the world their newest project. They plan to relaunch a superhero team that once appealed to the young generation of the 90s. This relaunch hopes to revitalize a once obscure superhero team for a new generation of fans and readers, hoping to appeal to the modern day zeitgeist. Oh wait, you thought it's gonna be about these guys.
Nope.
Unfortunately, it's these losers.
What in the actual fuck?
Okay, listen. Before we start dissecting these awful excuses for characters, let's talk about who the new warriors are and what's their history. So, the best way I can describe the new warriors is that they're basically Marvel's version of the Teen Titans. Because we all know Marvel is really lacking in teen superhero teams. So, they made their first appearance in, funny enough, Thor issue 411. So, this was during the Acts of Vengeance story arc, and during all this, Thor and Juggernaut were duking it out, with Juggernaut almost beating his ass. But then, the new warriors had arrived, consisting of Speedball, Marvel Boy, who would soon become the hero of justice, Nova, Firestar, Namora, and Night Thrasher. They came just in the nick of time to help out Thor and take on the Juggernaut. So how well did they do in their first outing as a team? Not much at all. Yeah, it became very clear that Juggernaut wasn't taking this too seriously, and every attack they threw at him didn't do shit. Honestly, all the new warriors did was just keep Juggernaut busy while Thor was given enough time to recover, and then eventually he defeated him. But hey, Thor gave them some daps in the end, so there's that, and ever since then they became a superhero team. Even though they weren't super popular, they were still pretty much beloved during the 90s. So what other prominent adventures did they do after this? Oh. Okay, so in the 2000s, the new warriors with a different roster were pretty much the catalyst for the Civil War event. Okay, so how this went down was that the new warriors once had a reality TV show. One day they effed around and found out with the wrong villain, and then boom, Stamford happened. Speedball was the only survivor of this explosion, and if you want to know more about what happened to him afterwards, then I recommend watching Alex Lennon's video about the history of Speedball. Thankfully, these days the new warriors have been doing much better for themselves with a new roster, so there's that. Okay, let's talk about the part that you clicked on this video for. Let's talk about the reboot.
Brother, what's that?
So, the new warriors haven't been relevant for a good long while, and Marvel wanted to change that. So, in March 18, 2020, Marvel announced the reboot for the new warriors, and introduced completely new characters that were meant to resonate with modern fans. And these characters were pretty fucking awful. Alright, let's talk about these god-awful excuses for superheroes. So, the person who was responsible for all this was a guy named Daniel Kibblesmith. He was a humor editor for, get this, BuzzFeed back in 2015. Yeah, now it makes so much sense. Yeah, these OCs really do look like they were created by some out-of-touch white dude who delusionally believed that this is what we Gen Zers resonate with. I wonder how he managed to pitch these characters to Marvel. Hey Marvel, I got a great pitch for the new warriors. Alright, Mr. Kibblesmith, what do you have for us? Oh, you love these! These OCs I cooked up for the team are based on all my favorite posts from Tumblr. Okay. I promise you, all fellow Gen Zers are gonna love these relatable characters. Well, as long as it's gonna give us more money, then we're all for it. Show us what you got. Screen Time, a meme-obsessed super teen whose brain became connected to the internet after becoming exposed to his grandfather's experimental internet gas. Whoa, what the fuck? Internet gas? What the fuck is internet gas, and what the fuck is grandpa using it for? And how do you even get internet gas? What the fuck? So, what's internet gas? I don't know. Okay, well, what else can screen time do? Oh, well, I'm glad you asked. You see, he can Google things. He can use Google, and he can, when his squad needs some help with some facts, or they need to find some information, they can just ask him, and he can just Google it for them. But you do know everyone can do that now. I mean, we have phones, and we can just I could just pull my phone out and go to Google and search up something that I need. Yeah, but he's a superhero, and him Googling, just like the rest of us, makes him relatable. Okay. Next is Trailblazer. What can Trailblazer do? Well, she could pull random shit out of her backpack. Yeah, they essentially just created a Big Mac version of Dora the Explorer. Next! Snowflake and Safe Space. Oh my god, you have got to be kidding me. Alright, let's start off with the least offensive of the two, Safe Space. So, Safe Space's power is that he could create force fields. He's like Steven Universe, except lamer. Like, how do you do that? And now we've come to the worst character of them all, Snowflake. You see, Snowflake was intended to be Marvel's first ever non-binary superhero. And they named him Snowflake. So let me get this straight. You want the first ever non-binary superhero for Marvel Comics to be called Snowflake. Yeah. You see, the LGBTQ community are going to feel represented through these characters. These characters are going to resonate and be relatable to them. They're going to love these characters, I promise you. Have you ever, consulted a non-binary person about, Snowflake? No. There's a small part of me that's saying this is a terrible idea. But there's also a part of me that's saying that there's dollar signs to be found here. That this is going to be the next big superhero team. Alright, Daniel Kibblesmith, we're green-lighting your project. Alright, last and least, we have B Negative. Honestly, truth be told, out of this entire roster of insultingly terrible characters, B Negative is the only character that's almost somewhat decent. Because of that, I'm not gonna spend too much time ranting or talking about B Negative. Just know that he's essentially a Gen Z goth vampire. Alright, that's it.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
So, how did the internet react to the New Warriors reboot? Exactly what you expect.
This is where people started to roll their eyes because this shit just gets so fucking dumb. So screen time is the result of a teenager being exposed to their grandfather's experimental internet gas. What the fuck is experimental internet gas?
I do not like these new characters, and specifically, there are two characters that are the worst. They are Safe Space and Snowflake. The names alone, wow.
Trailblazer, a regular kid scooped up into the world of teenage superheroing. Her magical backpack is actually a pocket dimension with seemingly infinite space from which she can pull out useful or random Is this Dora the Explorer? What if somebody takes her backpack off?
Really?
These heroes are useless.
I think they got April 1st confused with March 17th. No, this is not an April Fool's joke.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious that nobody with working brain cells is gonna like these characters. Look, don't get me wrong, I am in complete support of creating new characters for comics, and I definitely support diversity in comics. Heck, one of my favorite characters is Kamala Khan. But I'ma keep it a buck with you, Chief. This ain't it. And unsurprisingly, due to the massive amount of backlash The book never got released. And that's the end of this video. If you don't know, I also do art commissions. If you're interested, then please message me on all my social media accounts. Anyway, my name is Astro Punch, and see ya!